Hello and welcome back to the Mobius Archives. This is your host, Mobius Rex, and we are playing Minecraft Feed the Beast Monster Refugee to Regent Challenge. We are currently on our redstone expansion stage, and we are expanding. I've actually been running around looking for bees, just trying to get some pure bees. Now, I've discovered something. Remember how I said when my princesses disappeared? Well, that was because it was an ignoble princess. Basically, you have two types of princesses. You have the ignoble stock and the pristine stock. The pristine stock pretty much doesn't disappear. The ignoble, after a number of generations, the princess will disappear. So it's in your best interest to find the queens you want in pristine stock. So I have an ignoble tropical princess. I think the princess I have back home is also an ignoble tropical princess. So that will disappear eventually. Now it is possible to breed the bees together, but it's only going to be the princess that matters here. All the drones the drones do not create ignobles, but it's the princess that must be either ignoble or pristine, preferably pristine. All right, so I've been running around and I encountered that little bit of a jungle temple. This was on exploration. I wasn't actually going to show this because, well, I encounter, if I'm in a jungle, I typically do encounter a fair number of jungle temples eventually. And I wasn't actually going to show this, but when I started exploring, I came across something weird. That's just generation shifting. This safari net. Well, actually, I came across when I broke the pig's gone. There was a pig here, and when I broke this, the pig appeared because these dispensers have mysterious safari nets, mysterious single-use safari nets. So I'm just going to put all the junk that I was carrying around with me in here and grab that. I'm actually going to grab the dispenser as well. Just because it might help. I'm going to grab all this redstone and stuff. So we have something to investigate, and that is that mysterious safari net, and I do get two of them, so that's nice. I'll grab the dispenser. And we also have a couple chests to go through. This one, it had a couple gold, which surprised me, and some amber. And we have the ones that are back here. Yes? No. Wrong side. Wrong side. Back here. Yes. Oh, and we just became an expert at using the redstone tool, which is my pick. And we got an extra modifier out of that. That's cool. Oh, hello. Just use a pick on these guys. What? I feel like there's an earthquake happened and things got shifted about here. Not actually the case. Let's put a torch up in here. As I sort out my inventory, I don't need to use these mystery safari nets just yet. Do want to grab all these pistons and grab interesting stuff from here. Silk touch is definitely good. Thaumium pickaxe. And some bones and other crap. Cool. So I'm going to go ahead and continue exploring, continue looking for bees. I was just trying to get some bee stuff ready. I'll be back with you in a second. We are seeing something I haven't seen in this world before. You can see we're actually at the edge of a generation cliff here. Pretty far out from home. We're seeing that targeted there. That straw man. So here, I understand this. Oh crap! I should pay attention where I am. This has to do with witchery. I understand there's usually something down here, and that's a zombie spawner. So we'll stay away from here at night. But, yeah, we sing this, and that's a little bit of witchery madness. So we do have witchery in the game now. And I just noticed that beehive right there. I'm still out in the world, still a bit farther than we've been for a while. Oh, only one bee? We've collected some bees? Not as many as I wanted. That was like noble. We found this rocky and valiant princess, which is a pristine valiant, in a hive. Have some meadows princesses. Pristine, ignoble. Basically what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get all the naturally spawning princesses, the pristine ones, and be able to make a few of them. Be able to breed up their... This place has a lot... Where are we? Silk glades. Okay. That's why there's a lot of cobwebs. Anyways, I've been trying to get all the pristine natural princesses of the forest, the meadows and stuff like that, because I don't know in my... Oh. Okay, a little bit of lag in this area. That was weird. Did I get... Oh. Heard something. That's creepy. I bet there's spiders that spawn. Anyways, I'm trying to get all the princesses and whatnot, the natural ones, and collect them. Oh, I thought that was an obsidian token. No, totem. Obsidian totem. I was going to scan it. So I'm going to continue exploring a bit more. Finding Mo potion plant. More of these, and I've absolutely run out of room. Let's grab that. Oh, there's a few more. Don't know what these pneumaticraft stuff does yet. I've seen a couple of Direwolf's videos, but propulsion plant. Why did I take this stuff with me? So I've seen a few of Direwolf's videos, and they should help in the end. I put that in there. That up there. You can go up there too. Good. And I'm standing over it, because some of these, if you break them, they fly away. That one just apparently replants itself. Alright. So I'll go explore a little bit more. I want to start some more magic stuff soon. Which might be more Thaumcraft. Might be some witchery stuff. More Ars Magica. We have all sorts of options available to us. But I'll get back to you, hopefully, very shortly. So, every time I go out exploring, I tend to find something new. I'm only a little bit further than that last little clip we were at. Definitely no closer to home. But I found this. It's one of the roguelike dungeon mod dungeons. Ta-da! You could tell because, well, it always looks like that. Let's get back in here. So one of the things I wanted out of this, well, it's updated. So there's been a few changes inside these dungeons, so down below. So we're going to want to note its position, 2948, 725, both negative. But there's also a new journal. So by Greymark. Forced out of our own base, monsters everywhere. Was such a marvelous home. Our stuff is still down there. We're running out of food and have to leave soon before the tower is taken over as well. So we're at Roguelike Dungeons 1.3.0. That was obviously written February 28th, 2014. But super cool. We want that. I actually have some stuff left over in this chest from the last dungeon we were at. Let's just toss, keep that. Toss that in there. I want to check. Oh, tell me I brought it. Tell me I brought it. Aw, damn. I don't see it. Do I see it? No. Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work, does it? If it did, it would have moved it automatically. Oh. I was hoping to be able to take this chest home with us. No such luck. But I could probably drop off... I do have that other dungeon near us, so I could probably drop off some more of our things. This is how I move stuff across rooms. Could drop off some more of our things, like these safari nets. And... Oop, not in there. In there. Thank you. The Yeta wrench. Don't need that mushroom. Anything in here I want? I want one of these... No, that's the wrong book. I want one of these journals. This Village book is the book I wrote to give me an idea what I need to build for all our villages. I have a couple of more blocks, so I'm just going to unload my inventory into here as best I can. And junking everything that doesn't seem as important. I'm not planning on going down into this dungeon. Oh, hell. Let's just take a look at the first floor. I wasn't planning on going down into this dungeon, but while we're here, I was just collecting bees and stuff like that, so now we have interesting dungeon-ness thing to investigate. Abandoned, ouch, dungeons with lots of treasure and lots of dangers. As we saw the last time we tackled one of these. I think I want to save... Oh, what's that? Oh, damn. Okay, what do I have to block off walls? That. I should have some blocks here. Alright, I'm going to do a quick run in and see what that is. I think I want to save doing these dungeon runs. There's something there. Oh, there's a creeper of some description. I think I want to save most of these dungeon runs for Regency changes. So when we switch over between different Refugee to Regent stages. So when I go from Redstone Village to, I guess that's Diamond Capital? Gold City. It's Redstone to Gold City. Oh, crap, you're burning. Why are you burning? I don't like the look of that guy over there. I don't look like the look of most things in these places. I saw a chest. Didn't I see a chest? I thought I saw a chest. Might have been wrong. There's a redstone block in the ceiling. That's what... Oh! I almost killed you, mate. It's a jukebox. That's all that is. And nothing terribly interesting in here. Okay. Alright, back to finding bees. Alright, well... We've encountered our first witchery witch. I love that. So, the witchery witches... Is that, get off there. Get off there. What's that? Pot, name, but what's in the pot? I lost the pot. I just stole this witch's pot, which had a spruce sapling. That's not what I wanted. I was hoping it was one of the witchery saplings. What I'm going to do is I'm going to head back. I promise now I'm heading back. Getting started. I'll wrap up the bee stuff that I was planning to do, and I think I'll start with, getting some witchery stuff. Done. Be back with you in a second. Alright, we are back. And, we've got a fair amount of bees. These are all natural from hives. I did find a couple villages on our trip. But apparently the bees you get from villages aren't necessarily pure hive bees or hive type bees. They sometimes have a mixture. They sometimes have a mixture of stuff that you don't get out in the wild. And I kind of want to keep the bees that I use wild. wild type bees. At least have part of my garden here dedicated to wild type bees. So let's first off take a look at the bee house. Now, one of the things I wanted to get started was automating the breeding or the development of bees. So I took a look at using this bee house. I'm just going to put it on there. Similar to what we did with the aviaries before. Now, you'll notice the item duct does not, I repeat, does not connect. You can do what you like, but that, as far as I know, has no way to actually connect up with the bee house. Not the sides, not the front, none of that. So you can't actually do any automation using at least thermal expansion item ducts to automate the bee house. The apiary? Yeah, apiary. We've done a pretty standard take the bee house, output everything into a chest. Now we have silky comb coming out of there and back into the apiary. So I'm going to want, and this is one of the ignoble queens. This one's a pristine tropical, which I've mutated so it doesn't have any poison anymore, so that's definitely not natural. I have no idea whether these are natural or not. Common is a bred bee. It's also a pristine stock, and I think it's actually in a bee house. Yeah, it's in a bee house. You can tell by the Walia helper at the top there. So, can't use bee houses to automatically breed your bees, or automatically produce generations and generations of bees. So I actually have a lot of bee houses. They'll serve as a stopgap, and they also don't serve as something you can mutate bees in, from what I understand. I'm not 100% on that. I was just looking for a pristine meadows and some drones. So I'm going to put meadows in here. They'll probably complain about stuff. No queen. Let's get rid of this. So, grab food stuff. Many different kinds of foods can be made from honey and other bee products. Good to know. So that seems to be running fine, and we have a few other bee houses that I'm just going to set around here. We did not find a tropical. That's pristine. So we only have this ignoble tropical. So this will actually die after a while. I also don't have the flowers for it right here. But I guess what I could do is put down a couple of these logs. Like so. It's getting dark, I know. And I need a torch. This is just temporary. But getting the bees set up is something I want to do right now. Alright, let's grab that. Grab one of these vines. And just attach it. It probably ended up in my foresty backpack. Yep. Attach it to those logs. That should be enough for jungle bees. Tropical bees, tropical princesses. This guy will poison me, but poison won't kill me. And what else do we have? We have Rocky. We've done before. Valiant. That was in a hive, and that was weird. Marshy. Requires mushrooms. We do have some of these water princesses. I want to analyze these guys. because I haven't seen them before. So they require lily pads, so no point in using them right now. What else do they do for us? They're flyer. I'm not 100% what that means. They produce that produce, etc. Okay, let's just put those back in the pack. And we have some Mystical. I even have a Mystical Pristine. We'll just toss that in here. Just check on them to see whether they need any other types of bees. We have a Pristine Marshy, but that requires a mushroom. I have a mushroom over here. Do I have any... Hold on. I was carrying around some mycelium with me the other day. Because I don't have it on me right now. No. Alright, you're fine, except it's nighttime. I think your flower is nearby. If not, well, let's check, find out what your flower is. Might just be a regular flower. That's all I'm worried about. Did I miss the flower part? Oh, just flowers. Yeah, just regular flowers. Okay. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to run off and go get started on some witchery. Right. Nice and toasty fire on a mantelpiece. That doesn't... that bit doesn't look right. Get rid of that. So I decided to just build a nice fireplace for our witch's house. Mind you, I don't have any particularly useful burning material except for wood right now. But I just want to get an idea of what it looks like. I set this up using mostly microblocks. So it burns nice. The back of this wall. Looks alright. I made it a 5 wide fireplace, I think. What, 3, 4, 5? Yeah, 5 wide. Nice little mantelpiece here. Micro blocks all over. I think it looks okay. I think it looks okay, and I'm starving, of course. There's a spider around here. There must be caves underneath here somewhere. I don't know, they're bugging me. I'm probably going to go nuts if I decide to keep this place here. But we're pretty close to our home base. So this is just a little cottage for me, or I suppose whatever my my personal witchcraft assistant is. And if you're wondering, yeah, I do actually make my fireplaces, for the most part, open-topped. I just like the idea that the smoke can actually, if there was any smoke, go up and out. There are things that can simulate smoke, certain blocks that you can get in-game, and that would work nicely for that. Alright, so I said I'd get started with a little bit of witchery stuff here. The first thing I believe you need to do for witchery is to create, not that, a witch's oven. Now, if I remember what I saw in the wiki, that, and that, and it is a bucket, a helmet, and a grate. That gives you a witch's oven. Now the witch's oven, ta-da, is interesting. You can get different essences and stuff like that. For the essences, you need these clay jars, which you get. How do you make these? How do I make that? So it's 5 clay. Let me go and grab some clay and I'll be right back. Alright, we now have a redstone furnace and a steam dynamo, some of the ultimate of modern witching convenience inside this witch's cottage. Just cooking up some charcoal right now just to keep the steam dynamo going. Now, to get started with witchcraft, you need a few things. So first off, the clay. need to make it into some clay jars. Now we got some clay jars, and here we'll just cook this up. Cook it up. Oops. 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 Cook it up into these clay jars. So the clay jars, you toss it in the witch's oven. You add in, say, oak sapling. It's mostly plant life. Toss it in there. And of course, grab some heating things and cook up the oak sapling. Now, what you'll get is some wood ash. Perfect. Just what we need. Wood ash can be used for quick lime, Tear of the Goddess, and ritual chalk, and mutandis. This is actually what we're going for. We're trying to get mutandis. Strikes me that we're going to need a mandrake root, which I haven't seen yet. Cactus green we could get. Wood ash is pretty easy. Hint of rebirth comes from one of these. So this is exhale of the horned one. One of the other trees must give hint of rebirth. I'm just going to put that out here into that chest. Let's try the jungle sapling, see if that gives us a hint of rebirth. Take that out. Let that cook up. Oops. So we want to put some of our supplies into here while we're at it. Now we do need to find some seeds. Some very particular seeds indeed as well. We're looking for mandrake seeds. Now we do have to get those growing. It's possible that we might be able to find a witch, a villager apothecary. I haven't seen one yet, but they apparently are, and they can sell you witchery stuff. So I'm going to be beating down these bushes as I cook. Oh, those didn't provide anything I wanted. Well, we'll continue cooking up the oak sapling. You can click on here and actually find out what you're looking for. So hint of rebirth is coming from spruce saplings. I think that's the only tree that's going to come from. Let's just check. Yeah, you need to cook up spruce saplings to get hint of rebirth. But that will get us the ability to use mutandis, which will allow us to use that on a few things to get some stuff going. Huh. Conjurations. I wonder what other books we can get from witchery. There we go. At mod witchery. Probably didn't have to type out the entire thing. But there we go. Collecting fumes, distilling, circle magic, and brews and infusion. Let's take a look at collecting fumes. We need a belladonna flower. So that means I have to find this belladonna flower. And from what I understand, you have to break a lot of tall grass, to find this. So I'm going to be doing that between this episode and the next. Cooking up a few more fumes as we have the exhale ready. Definitely want more clay jars and other stuff rather than just the exhale of the horned one. But we'll pick that up next episode, and I might even have a roof on this place. Alright, thank you very much for watching. This has been Mobius Rex for the Mobius Archives. If you enjoyed the episode, please leave a like, leave some comments and suggestions. And next episode, we'll get some more witchery done. Alright, have a good day and a wonderful night. Bye-bye.